Jethro Tull, Warchild. The album that takes time. I've been a Jethro Tull fan since I was 13. But Warchild? It took me a long time to understand. Not because it's bad, because it's weird. And lately, everyone's talking about it again. So let's figure out why. It's 1974. Jethro Tull just came off Thick as a Brick and A Passion Play. Massive, theatrical prog epics. The band's at their peak. So naturally, Ian Anderson decides to make an album about child soldiers. But here's the twist. Warchild was supposed to be a full movie about war's absurdity, with music woven throughout. The film never happened, the album did. And what we got is the strange, fragmented, sometimes funky meditation on violence and innocence. It doesn't sound like Aqualung. It doesn't sound like Thick as a Brick. It sounds like Tull caught between something heavy and something they couldn't quite name. Warchild opens with that title track. Ominous, building, Anderson's flute cutting through like a warning siren. Then Sealion crashes in with that driving rhythm, Anderson's flute dancing over Martin Barr's guitar, creating this restless energy. It's Tull at their most dynamic, shifting between aggression and melody like the war itself. Skating away on the thin ice of a new day is the one everybody knows. Ironic, light on its feet, but lyrically dark. It's about survival, about pretending everything's fine while the ice cracks beneath you. And then there's Bungle in the Jungle, which is funky, playful, and completely out of place, except it's not. It's Anderson using animal metaphors to talk about human savagery. Typical Tull, hiding darkness in catchiness. The album jumps around. It's not a linear story, it fragments. Memories. War is experienced in flashes, not narratives. Here's the thing. When I first heard Warchild, I was expecting Aqualung 2. Big riffs, clear statements. Ian Anderson staring me down from the cover. But Warchild is subtler. It's theatrical without being bombastic. It's about war, but it doesn't sound like a war album. It grooves, it drifts, it makes you uncomfortable in ways you don't immediately recognize. It took me a long time to realize that's the point. War isn't always loud. Sometimes it's the quiet moments between, the skate on thin ice, the bungle in the jungle. And now, decades later, people are rediscovering this album. Maybe because its themes never stopped being relevant. Maybe because we're finally ready to hear what Anderson was saying. Warchild isn't Jethro Tull's masterpiece, but it might be their most underrated, and if you've been sleeping on it, maybe it's time to give it another listen. So where does Warchild land for you? Did it click immediately, or did it take time like it did for me? Drop your thoughts below. I'm curious if I'm the only one who needed a long time with this one. If you're enjoying these vault dives, subscribe. A new album every week. Next time on the Collection Vault, we'll dive into Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here, another Pink Floyd favourite of mine. Thank you for joining me. See you there.